Uh, Hero. I'm picking the Mary Jane's Last Dance. Something like Last Dance with Mary Jane. Really good song. That song I remember vividly because I remember working overnights at Price Chopper. I'm gonna say that song hit its height in the fall of '94, possibly '93. Well, I wouldn't go with that. Anyway, that song always reminds me of certain times in your lives. Good song. I don't know if I've ever watched the whole video. I always say that. And I totally forgot about Kim Basinger being in there. She was uh, she was top five. She was a top five on Bob Taylor's list back in the day. Her along with girls like you guys remember Morgan Fairchild? I always thought she was a hot fuck. Fucking eyes. Morgan Fairchild, Kim Basinger, Michelle Pfeiffer, uh, Rebecca De Mornay. Chicks that just kind of disappeared, right? But very good matchup. I thought it was gonna be more of a blowout. The "You Don't Know" song, it was better than I thought or I remembered. The video was pretty good. Uh, and to me, it just got a little too long and repetitive. I liked playing the harmonica. What's the difference between a harmonica and a kazoo? Is a kazoo a real thing? Uh, I like that. I liked how clear it was. The video seemed very clear. And I forgot about the girl in the video. So I have to say, until today, I thought she was actually singing, but obviously she was lip syncing. And then I started thinking, what was the point of that? And who was that? And it looked like a dude a little bit. So that had me interested. Who was that? Because again, for all these years, I thought that was just some female singer that got a part in that song, but obviously she was lip syncing. Who the hell was that? And why? Was that supposed? I don't even. That was confusing. All the things in the background of that song seem so like subtle, and then they seem to become more of the video. I'm not sure what was going on in that video about that song, but I totally forgot about Mary Jane's Last Dance. I forgot about how like fucking dark that was. That was. I don't think I ever watched that whole thing. If I did, I totally forgot about it. But Tom Petty. Probably not a song that I don't like. I guess the one I don't like the most or like the least is oh god, one Jason many years ago. It's so slow. You know what it is. And then fucking Axl Rose sang it with him on the MTV Awards one year, and I hated it even more. Axl Rose. And I started thinking recently about, we all know Jim hates Guns N' Roses, right? I know Jay knows, maybe Don doesn't know. It's amazing that 7+ years and not one Guns N' Roses song submitted. Is it mainly because we don't want to torture Jim? Or because they had some great hits, right? Not one Guns N' Roses, I know that for sure. But also, Jim hated the Rolling Stones when he was little. Not that Jim was little about Guns N' Roses. I mean, throw this out to the abyss. Jim, do you still hate Axl Rose? Because maybe that's what it was. Maybe you didn't mind the rest of the group. Because they were good, right? Totally getting off here. The hell was it? What the fuck was the name of it? I'm sure Jay knows. And I know Jason did that video. But Tom Petty, really good. Crazy how many people have gone. And today I found out that another celebrity died. Donald Sutherland, right? Kiefer's dad. Donald Sutherland, always a good. We're talking about Donald Sutherland. Always a good villain, though. And one of the most underrated movies ever, which I've talked about before, with Sylvester Stallone, 1989, fucking Lock Up. And I'll be damned if I can't find that fucking movie anywhere. Such a good movie. Anyways. So yeah, my pick is Mary Jane's Last Dance. Good matchup. I thought about doing a double artist, but I just never do. Maybe that'll start a little trend here. What else? I'll tell you what. Jacob's last baseball game was last night. Actually, then they got invited, or whatever the fuck it is, to play at the Ludus Field under the lights tomorrow night. And look, I know it's not about the parents or grandparents, but the last couple games of Jacob's awful baseball league were so brutal. I mean, there has been minimal improvement by the players. The coaches are lost. I will always give coaches credit for getting out there and doing that, because I've done it. It's not always easy, but it's been embarrassing the last few games. There's no fucking umpires. The in-between innings, between getting the fuck off the field and getting the other team on the field, and then getting the batter to the plate, the length of time is absurd. So I went to the game last night, and Mom and Dad actually made this one because the seating and the parking was advantageous to them, so it worked. And it was bad. It was bad. And it was good. What made it a little tolerable was that me, Alex, Mom, and Dad just sat in the chairs, and then it just became me and Dad just laughing and making jokes about it. And Dad's always good. Dad's good with the fucking one-liners. Shit. We shouldn't start so long. Got a dad story from a few weeks ago. Right after Mom got out of the hospital, well, like your first or second day home, I had to go upstairs and find some clothes for Mom. Which, I'll tell you what, I don't know how I pulled that off. I had to go through like these boxes of clothes, and she wanted like 3 outfits. And the way she was describing, it's like, I was thinking, there's no way. But Mom was sitting in the chair. Dad was sitting on the couch next to her. And Mom was looking at me, so she couldn't see Dad. But I'm sitting at the dining room table, and so I can see both of them. And Dad is making the most ridiculous faces and gestures. I don't know if you guys can see me, because he had the blanket on, because that's what Dad does now, even though it's fucking 90. Puts a blanket on. And so Mom's sitting in the chair and telling me what to find, and Dad's like making these faces, and all of a sudden his hand under the blanket starts doing the jerk off move. And I just start fucking bursting out laughing. Mom goes, what is he doing? And of course that just kept going on. So finally Mom looked over. Dad probably wanted to get caught at some point. He was just doing the fucking jerk off under the blanket. Anyways, Dad is Dad is. Dad's either not funny at all because it's just. Or he's fucking hilarious. There's no in between. But last night, and I can't think of. This is his voice sometimes he uses. Like. Steve, right? Balls that are fucking going behind the batters. Oh, it was so bad. But Dad made it fun. So baseball is it's the most miserable time I've ever had watching my kids or Jacob play a sport. Is no order, no nothing. Counts every time. Like there's a, I get it happens, but all the time. First two pitches were balls. 0-2. So now you got everybody fucking confused. Now it's 2-0. And he just kept doing it, and the players got confused. Then there's a close play at first, or at any of the bases. Of course, the coaches are umping, and a bang bang play. Nobody wants to say out or safe because they don't want to, like, oh no, he was safe. That's my play. He's safe. So they go the other way on purpose with the balls and strikes, way outside, strike. Oh, fuck, that's awful. Fucking awful. But anyways, I've been talking a whole lot, and Don's huge on time. Don's roar the other day, he just kept looking at the time, but it was great. I love Don's roar. I guess that's it. So, Jay, good picks. Summer's officially here, I guess, right? Today is June 21st. I think it's the first day of summer. As Don would always say, the longest day of the year. And tomorrow we start losing light all the way to December 21st. That's all I got, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Assalamu alaikum.